sign of the giant, out of sight, out of mind. The blind leading the blind, leading the blind. The sign of the giant, out of sight, out of mind. The blind leading the.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is the value of wrestling. This is your Monday night review on Tuesday night. Guess what? We can't be here Monday, but hey, we get it done when to get it done. And in case you need to know, yes, I found a co-host. I found my co-host. So the job application board on Facebook's closed. Just, sometimes stuff happens. Welcome to the show, Mr. Z. So glad you could be here. So glad you decided to take time out of your busy night to join us. Ladies and gentlemen, you should feel exalted. You should feel like you're in the presence of greatness as Mr. Z has chosen to come and lighten you all with his presence and his knowledge tonight.
Well, it's better you than Marty, and I didn't want to come on here with him.
Next time, maybe it will be you, and that'll be your punishment.
Oh, not again.
That'd be your punishment. You shouldn't throw out ideas. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful what you say, my friend.
Hey, you know what? It's been a long 2 days because yesterday was very long.
Excuses. What? I said excuses. What?
Well, you know what? Time with Mrs. D with no kids home is always a beautiful time. So it's worth being a little late.
Anyways, Monday Night Raw started off with the New Day in the ring. Before they can talk, they get cut off by Jey Uso, who gets his entrance. And his afterwards thinks the fans like Uso. Gets him some more booing. Woods is stunned that he can't even talk to Jey. After a good while, Uso says New Day sucks, and the chant sends them to in the back. Before Jey can say much, the bloodline pops up on the screen to say Jey should have stuck with them instead of going back to Roman. Next week, Solo Sikoa, I love you, Solo, will become the official tribal chief, and everyone will acknowledge him. Drew McIntyre jumps out of the crowd, hitting Jey Uso, tries to go for a Claymore, only for a super quick, eventually hitting Jey with the Glasgow kiss. And then Drew runs through him after looking like he was going to leave and finally hits a Claymore. Impressive start to the show. Lots going on here. Beautifully done. Can't be unhappy about it. Gotta love what you saw here. Great stuff.
No, wasn't even mad at that. I mean, the Scottish psychopath is on a warpath right now, and it's only a matter of time of will he get to everybody or will he be stopped? And last time I checked, there's a werewolf that is highly protective over Solo. So that'd be his biggest mission.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting how that all comes together, how that all plays out going forward. But yeah, solid open to the show.
Yeah.
Anywho, up next, Otis versus Chad Gable. Solid match here. Ivy Nile interferes, lets Gable get the ankle lock with the grapevine to Otis. Otis forced to tap out 9 minutes, 20 seconds. Chad Gable, Otis, good solid stuff. Can't be mad about it. A good solid match right here. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Oh, yeah. It's all good. I mean, I ain't got much to that. I mean, it kind of just speaks for itself at this point. Go, doggy. You don't need to be in here.
Oh, you're not gonna let the doggy on air tonight.
No, it's the old man. The old man, he's just being old today. He's
Uh,
hadn't been very happy.
Anyways, moving on, we get a video package of Rhea Ripley who wants her title back. Meanwhile, Liv Morgan is laughing about hurting Ripley and finishing her off for good. Judgment Day has plans for Rhea Ripley and the War Raiders. Finn Balor wishes Raquel Rodriguez good luck. Good stuff here. Just constantly building little by little and going forward from there.
But it does build, and I mean, obviously, we know where this is heading as far as the women are concerned. I just don't know where is the rest of Judgment Day going to play into all of this, or are they finally going to split them up?
Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see how this all plays out going forward. It's gonna be very interesting on that end. Um, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyways, R-Truth versus Pete Dunne. R-Truth coming out talking Butch, and before he can even get to the ring, Pete Dunne runs out and beats him down and says he's nobody's Butch. No match, but we're going to continue the Pete Dunne, R-Truth, the Butch stuff. It's good. It's entertaining. They're not totally beating a dead bush with this joke. That they break it up in pieces. So I mean, you can't. It's not necessarily being mad that they are just beating the hell out of it.
No, I do love the Nobody's Butch. I hope they
Yes.
make a shirt because I that'd be one I'd have to get. It works.
On many levels, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, remember they did have one for Jay when he was saying that he wasn't going to be a part of the original Bloodline when that was up and coming, and it says nobody's, but
Yeah.
nobody's but I'll rock that. That's PG friendly.
No, that's solid. I mean, that's some solid stuff like there. If they're gonna do something like that, um, yeah, yeah, it's
It's
gonna
still
be.
entertaining. That's the funny part. Like you'd figured people get tired of it and I'm like, oh, it's just beating a dead horse, which they talk about everything. Everyone talks about how the bloodline thing's old and how's Judgment Day's old. But for some reason, Pete Dunne or Butch and our truth make you kind of keep your interest in this because it's serious and comedic. And that's one thing that our truth was always good about is making it entertaining.
Yeah, no, everything's good, and they don't put it on every single week. They give it in small doses, build to it, and keep it going.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the Women's Intercontinental Title Tournament semifinals. Dakota Kai, Zoe Starks. The fireman's carry kick to the head finishes off Stark at 8 minutes 20 seconds. Dakota Kai moving along to see what we're getting. It's going to be great stuff. Glad to see Dakota Kai moving on. An excellent choice in this tournament to be the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion.
Oh yeah, no, I was not. Honestly, her and Zoe Stark, either one winning would have been a good thing. I would have been okay with. But yeah, no, Dakota Kai, I feel like they need to separate her from Damage Control just a little bit more. I feel like she'd be a lot better on her own, anyways.
Yes, we'll have to see what they do, what the future holds, and how it all comes together. We get a highlight
Yeah.
video on the history of Monday Night Raw. From it, WWE Raw started on Monday Night Raw all of them years ago. Been playing all of these years on USA, then over to TNN, the old Nashville network, which is now Spike TV. When it went from the Nashville network to just TNN, went over there for a little while. I think after ECW had their show on TNN, and then WWE came in and made that partnership, wound up going back to USA, and now Raw going to Netflix. It's a whole new era starting next Monday, January 6th. And of course, we will not be here to give you a live after review, unfortunately, on one of the biggest Raws in Raw history, but we will be here next Tuesday to break it all down for you. So much going on in the world of the value wrestling. We can't wait to share all of that with you.
Oh, of course. Well, I mean, the when they broke down the history, and I even told the missus the other day. Well, yeah, early today, actually, we're talking about it, and I was like, I remember promising my pops that I would never be tired on Tuesday to get up for school if he
Yeah.
just let me to watch Raw. And I don't know how many times I was not telling the truth about that because I woke up the next day, "Oh, I'm tired." But I mean, well, anything to watch Raw, right? Until we got satellite and watched the East Coast. But up until then, it was always cable TV, 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Rough 2 hours to go through. But yeah,
Anyways,
no, it's a good.
go ahead.
We're gonna. We're heading into a new era, a new direction, and you can't help but be excited for it. And like you said, we won't be here till Tuesday to discuss it, but it's all good.
Exactly. Up next, Judgment Day versus Damian Priest and the War Raiders. Solid match here. Ballard, McDonough, Dominic Mysterio. South of Heaven is escaped by Dominic, takes out Priest's knees. The Razor Edge is broken up as well, but South of Heaven finishes done at 9 minutes, 12 seconds. Damian Priest, the War Raiders, finishing off the Judgment Day, continuing multiple feud storylines here. We just have to wait and see how it all comes together, what is next, and how it's all going to play out.
Between Dom and JD, I mean, those are your solid fall guys. And of course, the crowd loves when Dom gets his comeuppance in any shape or form. So, I mean, solid storytelling. And we'll have to see where this leads.
So after this, we get big news. Next Monday is going to be huge. We already know about tribal warfare. Whoever comes out of that will be the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, taking on Roman Reigns. Liv Morgan take on Rhea Ripley for the women's the women's world title in a big match. CM Punk and Seth Rollins going to lock it up. Can't wait to talk about that a little later. And now Adam Pearce comes out and lets Jey Uso know he has a match next week against Drew McIntyre. This show is going to be stacked when you keep adding matches like that.
Well, I mean, what better way to kick off your new home and new era with big matches? And I mean, to start off the new year hot and heavy, I mean, folks, Ryan, WWE ain't the only thing starting off the year off hot. I mean, if you paid attention to our pages, there's a lot of rumblings coming out of Northern California that we're looking forward to as well.
Yes. I'll get another video package with the mysterious emblem, the zero, and then a face that looks like a mask. A lot of people pointing to this being Penta El Zero making his debut next Monday or very soon. All the rumors and circulation are out there. We don't know what it could mean or what it could be. Could be anything. Could be interesting. Can't wait to see what it's going to be.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what Triple H has in store for Penta. I mean, can he let Penta be himself? I mean, obviously Penta's going to have some form or variation to his name because due to other reasons he can't be, Pentagon Jr. Any other variation of that. So I'm excited.
Yes.
I can't wait to see.
Up next, Ludwig Kaiser is here for a chat. He is a real star. He is European elegance. So he wants Braun Breaker out here right now. But this brings out Sheamus, who Kaiser broke his ribs at Survivor Series. Sheamus making his return to come and beat down Kaiser instead.
But you know what? I hate to say it, but I totally forgot that happened. But it was worth it. The fans liked it. I mean, to see Kaiser, get whooped on every now and again is always fun to watch. But I'm ready to see Kaiser step up and really be himself away from the ring general. So,
we'll have to wait and see how it all comes together.
Yeah. At least it's not going to be like the other one who just seems to keep losing every time we see him.
Rey Mysterio is giving a pep talk to Otis with the Alpha Academy gone. New Day comes up to mock Mysterio for being a locker room leader. Mysterio issues his challenge for a match, and the New Day mocks him, but seems to accept. So I guess we're going to get a match there. The other women's Intercontinental title tournament semifinals, Lyra Valkyria against Io Sky in a classic match. Over the moonsault, bangs up her knees again, though, and Valkyria rolls her up in a bridge. 1, 2, 3. Valkyria getting the big one here. 11 minutes, 40 seconds. We thought Io Sky might move along in this tournament, but luckily it didn't happen. Valkyria moving on. Dakota Kai, Valkyria, these are going to be solid women to be fighting, definitely winners and deserving of that title.
Yes, no. I mean, I wouldn't have been opposed to any 4 of these women being in the finals. It would have been worth it. All of them deserve a chance to shine, but Lyra Valkyria and oh my goodness, help me with it. I can't
Io
even think
Sky?
right now. My brain, no. Yeah, and Io Sky. I mean, put on a solid match, and for a little bit there, yes, I did think Io was going to take it, but Lyra picking up the big W. I mean, her and Dakota Kai are going to put on a show. I've got nothing against it.
Yeah, no, it's going to be some solid stuff. We're going to have some great matches coming up here very, very soon. The first ever women's Intercontinental Champion is going to be solid to see how it all comes together. Can't wait to see it happen. Should be some solid stuff. Anyways, we ended Monday Night Raw when Seth Rollins and CM Punk went face to face. They traded some of the great barbs here, talking about past, talking about I haven't seen the man around, talking about arrows, talking about fiery eyes and burning you down. Everything was up. What's up? Final chapter. Bishop Dorian in the house.
There we go.
Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for saying hello, sir. We appreciate you all for just coming in and letting us know that you're here each and every time we do this. CM Punk and Seth Rollins cook. Anytime you put these two men in the ring, anytime these men are solo in the ring, they're going to cook up something special. They're going to cook you up a nice course. They're going to give you a nice little meal to sit down and eat at the buffet table. It's going to be some hot stuff. It's always going to be on that level. You put both these men in the ring, and you just mesmerize. You get to leave reality for a while and just focus on that's going on in the ring, even if they don't fight. The match you're going to have next Monday is going to be something special. How it plays out, who wins, I can't tell you how any of it's going to come together.
No, not at all. And I mean, just like you said, the barbs that they were throwing at each other, how personal it got. I mean, my favorite line was, "I left because I didn't like the person running this place." I was like,
"Oh yeah,
we had to get one in there."
Oh, but you got to finish that line. Remember what he added on that. I didn't like the person that was running the place, but he was in love with you.
Yes, there we go.
That was the extra, cherry on top to that whole statement.
Yes, that was. I was like, "Oh, dude, like that was rough." That one cut a little deep, but let him cook. You had to let him cook.
No, it definitely cooked, and it was definitely a solid a shot there that you can't be mad about.
No.
But it was good. I mean, you can't be upset. This hit on every point that it needed to, and was a lot of fun to see and watch as it all went down.
And like I've said, as I stated before, and you stated, it's going to be a great match. And the fact that we can't really call who's going to win it makes it even better. That's what makes it even better.
No, it's going to be huge. It's going to be something special. It's just, I mean, this is going to be a match everybody's going to be talking about, and it's going to be going down. And we can't wait to see it all come together next week. Next week is just setting up to be an amazing show, Raw on Netflix. It's going to be something to set the stage, to set the new era on fire. We just got to get ready.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And I mean, I was just talking to the missus. I was like, we got to figure out how the heck they're gonna like broadcast it, as far as like easy to find. Is it gonna be as easy to find as the fight was? I mean,
well, I'm sure it's going to be right there. You're going to log into Netflix, and they're going to tell you all about it. So, and we know that it'll be instantly available for replay after it ends. And as far as I understand, that it will air East Coast time. So,
even better.
Everything about that, it sounds good, golden, and beautiful.
Yes.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Raw was a solid show. Overall, everything was great, wonderful, and right to where it should be. I mean, there's not much to complain about. If you enjoyed it, you enjoyed it. If you didn't like it, I don't know what to tell you. But Monday Night Raw, the last of 2024. This is the last show of 2024 for the value of wrestling. We can put that for a definite fact. There can't be another show this year.
No.
We can bet on it. You can close.
Kick off your year. You can kick off your year with a rebound. That's how we're starting it off.
Yeah, we're going to start 2025 off right with the New Japan Rebound podcast right here on the Value Wrestling tomorrow on Wednesday, where Mr. Z is going to talk about what's coming up with New Japan and pro wrestling in 2025 and going to expand the New Japan Rebound podcast into all of Japanese wrestling. I'm sure he's going to talk about a lot of special talent, big names. Somebody that's on that choppy list, I'm sure he wants to start talking about. That's somebody that we love to get on the channel and do an interview with. I mean, if we got to put out feelers, let's put out feelers. Let's put out love. Let's help that name get over. I mean, let's just put it out there. Titus Alexander, if we can get you in an interview online or in person, whatever we need to do, let's make that happen. The big man would love to sit down and talk to you about all of that. And of course,
definitely.
I know you're getting excited to talk to your new friend. You met her at the Vacaville show for Big Ugly, the Ugly Dojo show there in Vacaville on the 21st of December. The mighty, the Tower of Power, Amira, somebody I know you want to talk to more and talk about more. Can't wait to see what she's going to do going forward.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of women's promotions out there, but I mean, the first stop is Marvelous right out of the gate. And that's going to be, and I've already looked up a lot of that just to kind of get a feeler of what it's about. And Titus Alexander's been on that brand as well. So there's a lot of interplay with Japanese wrestling organizations. It's going to be an exciting year for the Value of Wrestling and the Rebound podcast because it's starting to broaden its horizons a little more.
There's a lot going on. It should be a fun time. Can't wait to see what is going to happen next. I mean, what is next? Who? All the questions that need to be asked. 2024, we're sending it out with a true idea of a bang here, and ending with Monday Night Raw as good as it was. Can't wait to see what happens in 2025. We know January is starting to sizzle. The heat is coming. Mm-hmm. We know that if you're interested, it starts off with a big bang in Atwater when it comes to Fighting Spirit Pro Wrestling and their first show of the year on January 1st in Atwater. Lots of big action going down there, and lots of people to be there. Rumor has it, if you want to see some, if you want to catch up and fall around, I believe Big Ugly's going to be there. Who else will be there?
Ooh.
Danhausen's already officially to be there. That's not a possibility. That's a basic fact. That's a spoiler, type of thing. It's not even a spoiler. I mean, you can go read the boards and it's there. And then it starts cooking for us because January 1st puts us 18 days, just a little over 2 weeks, 18 days away from the start of a new era, the dawn of a new decade. I don't know. That just rhymed. A dawn of a new era, a dawn of a new day, the beginning of 2025. As January 19th, SPW Loyalty, which is going to stand the test of time. It's all going to be about loyalty. That's something to be said. Will loyalty stand strong, or will loyalty be crossed? Who will be loyal when the night's all done? And I promise, ladies and gentlemen, I can talk. But when the dust settles and the night is done, who will stand tall? Who will be loyal? What is 2025 going to be? And I'm telling you, SPW Loyalty, January 19th, Elk Grove, California, Soccer World Indoor Arena. That's the place you want to be. Now, we'll bring you the information. We'll probably bring you highlights. We will try to put together some content maybe get something up on the SPW channel. But here's what I'm going to tell you, folks. If you're looking for independent wrestling, you want to know what's going on, tune in and we'll talk to you about what's going on, who's who, and who's doing what. We're here for that. But at the same time, you got to go out to these shows. Okay, a lot of these companies aren't on the internet because people aren't coming to the shows. You come to the shows, it's going to grow. It's going to get bigger. This is how you're going to meet these guys. This is how you're going to know their names. This is going to be why you're going to follow them. I'm going to tell you where to follow them. Ladies and gentlemen, these people are moving all over the place. I'm telling you, Loyalty is going to be the biggest show to kick off 2025. It is going to be the SPW's stand and deliver. No pun intended. No copyright infringements there. I'm just telling you, this is the moment they're going to stand and deliver and tell you why SPW is going to be back on the map as a pillar of independent wrestling in Northern California, and in independent wrestling. This is going to be that era. It is going to be that moment. And if you're not there, you're going to miss out. The card is already just cooking.
Mm-hmm.
The Flying Lion, Marcus Lewis, is going to take on Chris Wilde. I mean, that right there. Timothy Thatcher taking on WWE ID Jordan Oasis. Meanie versus Mighty Myra. That's going to be incredible. And of course, the big match that followed out of Hostile Holiday, Bobby Callahan, the mighty Punjabi Lion Chima, and the Bullets of the All Day Crew, Aiden Andrews, Bryce Kuza, are going to take on the Appeal, who are not only the SPW Tag Team Champions when it comes to Jack Tracy, Nathan Brick, and Jason Xavier, but of course the man of the hour, the man with the power, the one supreme, the Supreme Knight himself in his own words, the 444-day reigning, defending, undisputed champion, quoting him. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the Obsidian Adonis, the Dark Fox, Illumide. And if you're following him, then you know. And this man's not only your SPW heavyweight champion, he's the PCW Inter-California champion and one half of the PPW Tag Team Champions. This man is reigning with gold, a true belt collector type status, is the number one contender for the Ugly Dojo heavyweight title. Ladies and gentlemen, if he's not the one supreme, I don't know what else to tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to be in that match. And it's going to be a barn burner. Those 8 men in the ring, you got a little bit of everything.
You better clear out some sections. That match is going to be all over the place.
The executive board, the executive board, the committee at SPW needs to maybe think about taking that front row of the show and scooting it back a couple extra feet, just because I don't think you're going to be able to maintain all these men in the ring on this night. I think things are going to get wild. I think things are going to get crazy. I think it is the beginning. And if you're not there for the beginning, you're not going to be there you're never going to get to understand what the ending is. We're going to try to keep you updated and give you everything. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, if there was ever a time to do it, if there was ever a time to be a part, January 19th needs to be circled, dated, double circled, double exclamation points. Buy your tickets now. Link in the description below. You can go to the Facebook page for Supreme Pro Wrestling. They're going to show you where you can go. Eventbrite. Eventbrite, you can buy your tickets online. Buy your tickets. This could be a show where they're turning away fans. And that's not a cop-out. That isn't an oversell. That isn't just... I'm just telling you, ladies and gentlemen, the people... I mean, Timothy Thatcher coming back to SPW. 1.
Welcome home.
WWE ID, Jordan Oasis. 2.
Yep.
We're already seeing the amazing talent of one of those best guys in that WWE ID when we talk about Jack Summit, the cartwheel. Yep. Now we're going to get a little taste of Jordan Oasis and Timothy Thatcher. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, SPW isn't coming to play in 2025. SPW is coming to make their mark because they're building to their 25th anniversary. to their 25th anniversary show, One Supreme Night, on April 27th, 2025. And if you don't think this isn't going to be the show that sets course, okay, the Royal Rumble leads the road to WrestleMania. Loyalty is going to lead the road to One Supreme Night. And not only that, will be the mark of the beginning of 2025 as a whole for SPW. This will be the standard bearer. This will be setting the bar for what you're going to see in 2025. And if you come and see this show, it's only going to get better each and every show they do. And they're booked up for some number shows. They're going to have their one monthly show every third Sunday, except in April. But lots of rumors that they're going to add a couple extra shows throughout 2025 in some great venues and some great places. So you're going to be able to see them in a lot more places this year. But I mean, these third Sunday shows are the best shows you're going to see. And there is going to be history. There is history already going on in SPW. You're talking about a man with a $444-a-day title reign as the heavyweight champion, chasing down. In this era, we're talking about the longest reigning SPW champion.
Yes.
And very well could be in the history books as the longest reigning SPW heavyweight champion for many reasons, but we're not gonna get into that. But the current realm of SPW, I mean, this is the longest reigning heavyweight champion you're going to see. This man is incredible, and all the other talent that we can list up and down that solid line. Of course, SPW Extreme Champion Daniel Chorch will probably be there defending the title. Every third Sunday, you're going to get to see the living legend of ECW, of Smoky Mountain Wrestling, because I always got to talk about Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Yeah, Mustafa Saeed, there's a good chance you're going to get to see somebody like that. And I mean, who knows how much longer he's going to be able to go. I'm sure many of them probably want to go forever, and maybe he will, but you never know, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly.
And the list is just there. Dante Daring comes through there. We talked about Jack Cartwheel, the Wildfire Chris Blaze, Patrick Fitzpatrick.
Yes, can't forget him.
I mean, there is hey, we can't forget the Honor Society as a whole. Drake Frost, Eliza Hammer, Third Samurai, Scoot Robertson, and the list goes on and on. Guapo Lupe! We can't forget Guapo Lupe, the occasional appearance of Anthony Nova.
Yep.
Who else? Of course, final chapter, Bishop Dorian, always ready to party. You never know when he's going to show up on a card. Who knows when him and maybe him and Salem Allison will team up. We saw them at the Ugly Dojo Mayhem show. Maybe they'll team up at an SPW show sometime.
Hey, you know what? And from what I'm hearing, I would have to say Tag Team Gold might look good on them at this point if they keep rolling over like they've been doing. It running through everybody.
And hell, right after the January 19th SPW Loyalty Show, we run into another Ugly Dojo Matinee Mayhem on January 25th. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, Ugly Dojo Matinee Mayhem Matinee. I may get those reversed. It's cool. It's all what it is.
Yep.
These are great, intimate, small venue shows. This is where you're going to get to learn about upcoming talent coming out of the independent scene in California, not only for Ugly Dojo, but many other places that are trying to get their name, trying to get work. Hell, I will go far to say, if you're an independent wrestler within the area and want to try to get known, this might be a show to come and meet and greet and meet some names, show your face, shake hands. You know, you never know. If you show up with your gear, you never know when you get a chance to possibly show out what you got. Always true. I mean, it's like some people say, you got to show up, be ready, be always ready.
Always
but again,
ready.
If you're not a wrestler and you're just a fan, these are great shows to show up to and meet some of these guys, get to know them at the ground level. Pack out this house, because you never know, what level and what game that might change if we pack out a mayhem matinee show.
Yeah.
You know, if we're packing out this small venue, you know, they're gonna have to take it to a bigger venue. Who knows? Take it to a bigger venue and a bigger venue and a bigger venue until it's just like blowing it out the water.
Exactly.
And there's nothing better than, I mean, come on, Saturday afternoon, 12 noon, come out to a matinee mayhem show. And here's the great thing: if you like that show, and you find a wrestler you really like, they very well could be wrestling on another show or heading to another show later in the evening. This is where you're going to get the opportunity to really find some great independent wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you, it's going to get cooking. It's going to get busy. We know February's starting to sizzle on some levels. There's some stuff going on in February we know about. March is going to be real hot for us. April is going to be insane. April 2025 is going to be probably one of the busiest months on the calendar, all over the place. Who knows how it goes down? Who knows how it plays out? But yeah.
Yeah, no, that's going to be an insane month when that hits because everything is going down in April. Everything goes down in April.
And ladies and gentlemen, even after April, it's going to be a great time because it's only going to get bigger, better than ever on all levels. And the Value Wrestling is only going to get bigger and better than ever. We are far from done. We are just getting cooking. What we did in 1 year, go back to where we were finishing up last year. Go back and watch that show where we finished up last year, to the things we're talking about saying and doing this year. 2020, at the end of 2023, going into 2024, we were just talking about the possibilities of. And we started off January of 2024 with Jacob Fatu. We were bringing you Jacob Fatu in a shout out from Battle in the Valley in San Jose in January of last year, before he even the deal to WWE. We were on that train telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming before it happened. February 2024, AJ Kirsch made his appearance for the first time right here on the channel, and we made a friendship. And ladies and gentlemen, it started the train, the course, the locomotive into action as we headed into the hot season. We hit up summer, and we started the Choppy World Tour with Matt, always ready, Cardona, stepping up to the plate, chopping the big man, and then name after name after name after name after name has signed their name to that deal. And the Choppy Hall of Fame in 2024 saw seven names sign up. This year, we plan to double that.
Oof. Oh, my chest.
It's a beautiful thing. This man says this, but he loves every minute of it. Don't get it wrong, ladies and gentlemen. He loves it. He loves doing it for you, entertaining, and getting to meet these guys and getting a little love and respect afterwards. I mean, 2024, our closing word would have to be humble. I mean, I don't think we can be humbled and humble as we are to sit here each and every day we wake up and we get to come and do this, but also all the things this has brought to us, the doors that this has opened, and we are going to go into 2024. We will still cover your WWE stuff. We'll probably cover some AEW stuff if it's worth it. You know, Mr. Z is going to keep you updated on all of Japan wrestling. We may have to change his podcast name from the New Japan Pro Wrestling Podcast to Japanese Wrestling Podcast, or just the Rebound Podcast. We may have to get a new logo and put, all of the Stardom and Noah and all their logos in there with the New Japan. It may need to stop being the New Japan Rebound Podcast. It might just need to be the Rebound Podcast, where we cover everything about Japanese professional wrestling and deep diving into all of that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, there may be changes to some of that. Thursdays is going to be our night to really push and breed. 2025, we are going to be solid, heavy here on this channel, pushing independent wrestling. 2025, I mean, goals are push independent wrestling, expand independent wrestling where we are, to see growth and development within SPW, Ugly Dojo, Realm of Warriors Championship Wrestling, Collectible Stampede, all these places that we're already working, and hopefully we get to add a few more. 2025, I want to say we are going to find a will. We are going to find a way. We are going to do that overnight. We are going to Reno, Nevada in 2025. We are going to touch fingertips with some of the big names, and there's big names that are already tied into names we're working with. I mean, if you want to go back to, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, the history of SPW, if you don't know it, let's get to know it. We need to really dig in and tell you the history of SPW. And maybe at some point we can sit down with some of the people that know that history and help share it with the community so they know that SPW has connections all the way up to Nevada, not only with El Chupacabra, who we call Chupi, but
Yep.
Scum.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Possibly one of the baddest tag teams I have ever seen of Adam Thornstowe, Luster the Legend. Oh, oh man, folks, we need to get that far so we can get to know them as well. That is, oh, I can't even begin to start that one.
Yes. So I want to predict that 2025 should give us a chance to get up to Reno, Nevada, to bring you a show from up there. Hopefully, you know, right now it looks like it'll probably be a Wild West Championship Wrestling show with El Chupacabra. That'll be
Mhm.
great stuff. And
Oh,
so much more. More ugly shows. We're gonna get you more ugly shows. We're gonna get you more ugly. Hopefully, the names we want to get this year in the choppy. We already know Timothy Thatcher sitting at the top of that list. Joe Henry on that list. Titus Alexander on that list. These are the names that are probably going to be the forefront because they are more possible than some of the other names on that list. But it is just
yeah.
circumstances, chance, and happenings. We don't know when, where, or why. And we're just going to have to grow and work and push forward.
Mhm.
And ladies and gentlemen, I may go ahead and give you a slight announcement. By the end of 2025, something's going to happen. I have a feeling something's going to happen. Value Wrestling is going to make an impact on independent wrestling in a whole new way.
Yeah, something.
Um,
Can't put our finger on it yet, but something.
I'm telling you, there's pots in the kitchen and the food's that cooking. The Value Wrestling's cooking, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm telling you, come April, some things may get set in motion if all goes according to plan. If we can get the pieces that we need to align and the stars and the planet could really set into motion a future that could really lead to what could come possibly by the end of 2025, leading in to the new year. Come to the SPW shows this year, ladies and gentlemen. I can preach it until I'm blue in the face.
Yes,
Preach it until I'm blue in the
definitely.
face. SPW is going to be a big year for SPW, and don't let us discourage you from coming to a big ugly show because they are only getting bigger and better. We hear great things coming from Ugly. Ugly is all over YouTube, Facebook, social media,
Oh, yeah.
telling you y'all what he's done, showing you great matches from the past, but also telling what he's doing currently, what he's working on, what projects he has, why independent wrestling's great, and why there's too many morons out in this space. Oh, did I hate on the space that we're in? Look, I feel like I'm starting to earn a right to be a little more like, if you don't know, you don't know, and then it's just sad that you don't know. But if you know, you know, and if you're in, you're in. Earn respect.
Yes,
Listen.
that's
Sit under
it.
a tree of knowledge and grow. Don't act like you know just because you can come on a podcast and turn on a mic and say, I know about wrestling. I'm not going to say we're perfect. We do our
No,
things and all of our stuff's based on our opinion and how we see it.
but on the flip note of that, we've are earning that respect, and I'll
Yes.
leave it at that.
Yeah, we are earning a lot of respect. A lot of that's about showing up, showing out, and always coming humbly,
Yep.
understanding that this would be we'd be this. You know, we'd be
Yeah.
podcast sit here talking. We'd be talking heads. But if it wasn't for a plethora of names that have just warm, open arms, giving us an opportunity, giving us a shot, let us do our thing, and show that, hey, we're here. Let's go. What can we do? Um, you know, and it's just opened more doors and more doors. And there's doors that are going to be open because of the doors we've opened and the connections we're making. They want to take us to the next
Yeah.
level. They want to take us to the next level. And
Oh yeah.
hopefully we can help some people make connections that they may not connect, because we know some people that these people don't know, and these people know some people we don't know, and it's all about working together in unison. Help out each other.
Oh
All
yeah.
right. Let's grow.
That's it.
2025, 2024, we close out with humble. 2025, greatness. Independent wrestling, greatness. The value wrestling, greatness. We're going to achieve standards. And I'm going to tell you, probably by the end of 2025, it'll go from greatness to dreams.
Yes. That's
Dreams.
about it. There you go.
I mean,
That's the way. I mean, like
dreams.
like you. Yeah, definitely. But like like all you said right there, the big coming out of that was just show up. Just show up and open your ears. That's it.
Exactly. Show up, open your ears, close your mouth.
Yes.
Take in knowledge. Take in knowledge. And another thing that I had to preach a little bit the other day. Get in the mindset. Get that mindset. You know, we're heading into a new year. You want to do things. Don't put yourself in self-doubt. You want to do something, do it.
Mm-hmm.
Keep doing it. Even when it seems hard, even when you're having a bad day, even when your foot's 10 times swollen up and you don't feel like doing it, and your brain's, and you're going, I just know. Turn that off and go, I have to do it. Show up. Try your best. And sometimes your best is just sitting there, shutting up, and listening.
Oh
It's
yeah.
honesty. I mean, it
Yeah.
if you want to do something, you really want to do it. It's about the commitment to do it and continue to do it. Because once you give yourself an excuse not to do it one time, it's easier to do it the next time. And before you know it, you've given up on it. That's what happens when we live with these New Year's resolutions. We start them, then one day we allow ourselves to slip, and we justify that slip, and then we allow ourselves to keep slipping, and we slip so far back that it's not worth it. And I'm telling you, don't go there. If there's something you want to do, you can do it.
Yeah. No,
Just
definitely. And I
keep the
completely agree
mindset
with that.
that the moment you go like, oh, maybe I should, no, don't let it go. Show
You
up,
can
show
still
out,
do
get ready.
something.
Go
You
ahead.
can still do something even though you can't. That's all that matters. If you can't do it, still do it.
Every shot you don't take is a shot that you will never make. You have a
Exactly.
better chance of making a shot if you take it than if you don't. If you're not taking any shots, you're never going to make anything. If you're taking shots, the statistics, the bottom line statistics, and this is important in almost everything, the statistical average is you have a 10% chance of making it. 10% of whatever
I
you
mean,
do.
that's
I
what I
don't
was
care if you're doing door-to-door sales. You have a 10% chance of getting a sale. It's average. 1 in 10 people are going to say
Yeah.
yes. 1 in 10 chances you're going to make it. Now, that doesn't mean it's all going to be perfectly aligned. Your mathematical statistics may not show every 1 in 10. You may go 100 and
Yeah.
0. But you know what that means? You're owed a debt. That means the odds of probability are owed against you, and your time's coming. So when you feel like you're not making that forward progress, if you feel like you're not going forward, if you're having a hard
Yeah.
time and it just feels like fail after fail after fail, I'm promising you, your time's coming. Do not give up. If you're sitting at home and you feel broken, you feel damaged, you feel lost, you feel incapable, you feel that you can't do anything, and it takes away from your ability to feel like you're a person, that you're able to
Yeah.
contribute. Understand it's a phase, and this too will pass. There are better days ahead, but you still have something to contribute. Just keep contributing. Keep that positive mindset. When we let the negative set in, we give up and we fall, and it's no fun. And it's not easy. I'm not saying it's not, you get in your head and you're talking to yourself and you think these negative things. Sometimes you just have to shut off your brain and force it to believe. Dreams, man,
Exactly.
dreams, baby, dreams. Oh, I can't, we're going to be preaching dreams.
Oh yeah, but you know what? I can honestly say that would be the big story of our 2024 is we know definitely, and we've learned, we've taken every shot and we have taken our losses, but we've also gained from those shots taken.
We've had our ups and downs. 2024 didn't
Oh,
go everything perfectly the way we wanted to. We didn't write the story to play out this way.
No.
We didn't know where the mile marker. We set mile markers. We didn't necessarily hit every mile marker, and we didn't necessarily hit every mile marker along the path at the time or the place that we wanted it to. But we still did things, and we did things that weren't even on the map, like things we hadn't even said we were going to do. Got done. I couldn't tell you prior to October 2nd, if I remember correctly, that I'd be ring announcing. And
Right.
I got an opportunity, and ladies and gentlemen, that's what it's about. We showed up to an event where they had a situation where they needed a ring announcer. An opportunity was given. An opportunity that I had to take and do my best, and it was an amazing, scary, out of body experience. Because when dreams come true, when reality hits, and you're doing something you always said, I want to do, I can do this, and you do it. The emotions and the realness is beyond and on a whole different platform. So it's an interesting place to wind up in. But that's again, right time, right place, being there, just being there.
Yeah.
That can happen for you. Be there. Just show up. Take what skills you
Just
have.
don't
Offer them up.
just don't get hit in the face by Jekyll's. I still want to know what you did to piss him off, but I mean, maybe we'll find out at a later date.
I don't think I did anything to Jekyll's. I think Jekyll's is just that type of person. I mean, he was taking out everybody. I mean, there's some of these people on the. I mean, what's I'm sorry, love the champ, but Illuminated Art Fox was taking out everybody at the last show. There's just some guys who just don't care. And if you get in the way, you're going to have a price to pay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. We're going to get out of here with the Monday Night Raw review.
Yep.
Tomorrow, the New Japan Rebound podcast should be up some point in time, so be ready for that. And then we'll be back Thursday for the IWCP, the Independent Wrestling Community Podcast, where we'll be right here talking about more independent wrestling in the new year, the first one of the year. It'll be fire, believe that or not. Who's going to step up and take that challenge? I challenge everybody, big, small, or otherwise. Independent wrestling, we need the spokesman to set the tone for 2025. Somebody needs to set that tone. I'm not playing. We are here, and we want to give you the platform, the place that you can come and talk about independent wrestling, talk about what you're going to do in 2025. You can talk about how you're going to set 2025 on fire. Get your name out there. Let people know who you are, where they can find you. Let's tell the story. Are you a promoter that has a big event coming up? Call us. Let's talk about what you have planned as a promoter, a booker, event maker, anything. Referees. I'll take a referee of independent wrestling. Let's talk about what referees are going to do in 2025.
I'll give you one better, and I'll match this one right now because they're talking about it, and we've been talking about it. Come on here and tell us how bad you want that main event slot at One Supreme Night.
Maybe you want a shot at One Supreme Night. Maybe you want to be that One Supreme. Can you take down the One Supreme? Right now, it's standing as the one of the longest reigning SPW champions, the undisputed, undefeated, the Dark Fox, the Obsidian Adonis himself, Illumide, 444 days plus and growing.
Mm-hmm.
Can you be the one? Possibly, if he carries it out through One Supreme Night, will he still be champion? He says he will be. Will he fulfill that dream? We have to wait and see. But could you be the man
Yep.
to topple the mountain that it is being created? The icon, the legend, the status bringer. I mean, if you want to talk about a Roman Reigns almost 4-year title reign, Lumide is
Yeah.
standing in the shadow. Is not even standing in the shadows, but is standing in that same aspect. Who will be the one to take that big mountain down? Who will be the one to dethrone the champion? Will it happen at one Supreme Night? Will we be talking at the end of this? Will we be on this very same show at the end of 2025, still calling him the champ?
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, join us in 2025. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Value Wrestling. We are the place that is going to get you in touch with independent wrestling in a whole new way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.